everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Dating Pirates. I'm your Captain John.
And I'm Paige.
Paige, I missed the whole peg leg Paige thing. I don't know, I like that.
I don't know, though, because, I have real feet.
You do, but I'm not really a captain.
Whatever.
Yeah, it is
it
what
sounds
it is.
Masculine.
Yeah.
I sound disabled.
You know what's not masculine? Is this little tiny cup.
Oh, come on. Who isn't classy drinking wine out of a tiny beer mug? You like it. You feel good about it. I do.
Well, it's better than not drinking wine.
That is so true, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, guys, though. Seriously, we are so excited to have you guys returning as viewers and our new viewers, too.
Yes, we're changing lives one at a time here, helping you navigate the waters of modern dating.
Yeah, because we know that's rough.
It is rough. Now, we have a little bit of a treat for you to kind of kick off the show today.
And I'm so excited.
You're so excited. This could be her first time hearing a random voicemail I got recently. And she hasn't heard it yet, so this is going to be the official reveal on the show. Mm-hmm. And I have it queued up here on my phone. So are you ready for this?
I am so Reggie.
So Reggie. All right, here we go.
Message. Hello, I'm calling for to let you know that one of your friends hooked you up to fuck. So call me back if you want to meet up, and just call me back if you don't want to, because I have a huge waiting list. So okay. Bye. End this message.
Sounds so sad at the end. Bye.
You know, to be very honest, I feel like being a prostitute is a sad life. So.
No way, she's got a waiting list. Didn't you hear that? I have to call her soon because she has a waiting list.
Did you phone her back?
I may have called back. I was trying to figure out which of my friends gave my number to a escort or a hooker.
That is a straight prostitute. That ain't no escort. Oh my god. That is the Could you imagine if that voicemail wasn't meant for you? And it was meant for some other bro?
Well, that would probably be actually better.
Oh my
Because
god.
right now, which of my friends would give my number to a prostitute?
Okay, so the two biggest pieces are she's British?
I don't know.
That was an accent.
But she wants to...
Fuck. If you'd like to, fuck.
Call me soon.
Call me soon, because I got a bit of a wait list here.
It's
It's
Oh man, I would love to be number 25 in line.
bye.
Sloppy.
You should have just called her back and recommended a gangbang.
I mean, that's pretty much what she was offering, if you think about it.
To be honest, I think that would just be very productive for her. It would be way more efficient.
Oh wow, you should be an escort manager.
A pimp?
Yeah.
An escort manager.
Hey, John.
And I would get an accent for sure after doing that. Yeah, I could be a John.
You could be a John.
No, a John is a male No, a John's a guy who buys prostitutes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't be a John.
I'm not a good John because I don't even know.
I'm not rich enough for that crap.
Yeah, my name's John, so how does that work?
They would just call you John.
Yeah.
She wanted you to be her John.
Oh, okay. Toilets are also called Johns.
Call me back. Bye. Oh, I love that voice.
She sounds sad. Bye.
I really want to know who sent that to you. If you sent a prostitute his way, oh my sweet Lord Jesus, please.
We can have her as a guest on the show.
Yeah, call her back.
And we could be
Ask her.
hey, when you have these waiting lists, how do you effectively manage your time to make the most money?
Clearly not very well. She's not
Paige
very good
has
at
ideas.
it. I've got great plans. Hey girl, I can help you navigate through the modern escort world.
Yeah. So speaking of hookers,
No!
we have a hook-related question that came in
Oh my
from one of our
God.
amazing viewers.
Nick,
Really-
I hate you.
These are the kind of questions that change people's lives.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, and like I said,
Yeah.
we take all of our questions very seriously. No
Very
question
seriously.
too strange.
Mhm.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a phone call from a viewer who says, how does a pirate finger blast if the pirate has 2 hooks for hands? That's my dating pirates question. So then I returned, I was like, great question. I'll run it by John. He says, thanks, man. It's a true pirate problem. You're right, man.
It really is. So if you have 2 hooks for hands and you want to finger blast your girl, what do?
Well, you can't finger blast anybody because you don't have fingers.
Well, the way I see it, there's good news and there's bad news, okay? So the good news is the curve, or the hook has that natural curve to it to hit the G-spot when you're fingering, right? It's going to curve in to the upper wall there. And I kind of feel like just Sue Johansson right now from the Sunday Night Sex Show. You remember her?
Oh my God, she's like...
And you curve it in. Okay, anyways. So you got the natural curvature, so you have that going for
Also,
you.
I would just like to point out, how many fingers are you putting in women? Because you're just like...
Well, I don't actually have a hook, so I'm... But a hook would be like a single finger. Okay, but here's the bad news.
Uh-oh.
Women's vaginas are not made out of steel.
Maybe he could buy himself, like, a special hook.
Ooh, like an attachment that goes over it?
Yeah.
Like ribbed for her pleasure?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I think that just sounds like safe practice.
We should start our own sex toy line.
I think we'd be great at it.
Dating Pirate Sex Toys. And we will help people that have hooks for hands finger blast their women. Because that's important.
We're saying finger blast, like that's just the worst.
Hey, you said we're taking their questions seriously, and I am taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So watch for our product line.
Yeah, if anyone wants to take us on and take our ideas, we are happy to discuss.
Yes.
Yeah, so Nick, I hope we answered your question for you. Thank you so much for writing in. Honestly, the other thing is, you could always just order hookers. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You know what? That's a really good lead into our next question.
Yeah.
Because Paige and I both like really stupid humor. Punny stuff.
No, we don't. We like totally normal stuff.
Okay, so you've been humoring me this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
So our next question is a good one. And she is out east, and she has asked, can a relationship work if you have different senses of humor?
It's a good question.
I think it's a great question. I thought it, like...
Because I can imagine if I'm making these stupid pun jokes all the time, like dad jokes, that's what we call them, and I am a dad, then I can imagine a significant other being really irritated with that if they were not into that kind of humor. But is it a deal breaker, though?
I think it's a deal breaker. I absolutely think it's a deal breaker. I do stand-up comedy, so you can assume that the stuff that comes out of my mouth is not particularly traditional, why did the chicken cross the road kind of shenanigans.
Well, tune into episode 2 if you want an example of whatever she uses.
Yeah, so I have a lot of fun doing it, but I have had guys be really uncomfortable with it. They think it's great that I do comedy, but when I get up on stage, I actually put my life out there. Like, my bits always have little pieces of reality, and so it can be intimidating for some. But also, though, like, if we don't like the same type of movies, like if we can't watch the same type of comedy movie, or if we can't just sit and watch some stand-up together, or go to a comedy show. If we go to a comedy show and they're just like sitting there awkwardly like, this ain't funny, it's just kind of like,
Whoa. But what if everything else they connect really well on? Now, the reason I ask is because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
And by the way, I had a chance to see Paige perform recently, and she's amazing. So if you haven't seen her, you really need to check her out.
Yeah, follow my Instagram, P41GE. I always post whenever I'm doing shows here in Kelowna and elsewhere.
Yeah. And shameless promotion aside, I'm wondering, though, if your thoughts on that are skewed slightly by the fact that comedy is a bigger part of your life than maybe it is for other people.
Big time. Yeah, comedy's huge for me. But I also think, do you really feel like a relationship can work really well if you have two separate sides of humor? Like, is your life going to be super serious, though?
Well, that's a good point, right? You need humor in your life. But what if they're really connecting on all these other areas? Like love of alcohol.
I think humor is a huge part of a person's personality, though.
That's how much she poured for me. By the way,
I honestly think that your sense of humor is such a huge part of your personality. So if your personalities aren't jiving, how's that going to work?
Yeah, but again, humor might not be the central point for everyone else, right? It could be that that's a minor part of their life and they connect on these other ways on an emotional level, on an intellectual level. They like to do a lot of the same things.
Or he's rich. Just marry him.
Yeah. Then you can divorce him and take it.
Yeah.
I've tried that plan.
Yeah, no, I would go for money over humor for sure.
That reminds me. Okay, I have a story to share.
Oh my God,
This wasn't part of the outline.
Let's go.
Okay, so I dated a girl that was very rich. Actually, we only went on one date. Okay, one date. But she was super rich, and she revealed to me on the stage, she was a lawyer for like a diamond company or something like that.
Should have ringed that up with a diamond.
I should have. You know what she offered me? She said she wants a stay-at-home man that will take care of her kid. She wants to have a kid and have a stay-at-home man that will take care of it all the time while she goes out and makes the money. She offered that to me on a first date.
You would have been her sugar papa.
I know. And then you know what happened at the end?
Her sugar baby.
I went to the bathroom and the button of my jeans came off. Like it actually broke off my pants.
You got that big of a heart on for the idea? Like, you're like, this is the best idea. No, I'm just kidding.
That's how big it is. But, so anyways, my button broke off my pants, and then I had to come out to the restaurant and be like, the button literally broke off my pants. I'm holding them together right now. And she's like, is that your move? She thought it was my move. But yeah, that was a missed opportunity for sure.
Why did you say no?
That's a good question. She had a really annoying
We've
voice.
already married. Like, I married for love the first time.
Yeah. She had a really... Yeah, you're right?
I
Shouldn't
married
matter
for
now.
love the first time and it didn't work out. So, like...
Yeah. She had a really annoying voice.
Oh,
I feel like it was like a Seinfeld moment where I'm like, she had a squeaky voice, you know?
Yeah, no, seriously, like, bad humor and a bad voice, I couldn't do either.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess to summarize, it really depends on how big of a priority humor is for you. Like, if it's as important as it is to Paige, and honestly it is to me too, that would be a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. Because would you even watch our show if we weren't even, like, remotely funny?
Yeah.
Like, if we were just seriously talking about hooker finger blasting
That wouldn't be funny
in a
at
very
all.
serious manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that I'm seeing right now, he's absolutely wonderful, and like our sense of humor just matches up so perfectly. Even after I had a sold out show the other day I was hosting, and he just messaged me like a DJ Khaled meme, like he made one, and I was like, okay, you're perfect. Like, this is great. So yeah, no, humor's huge for me, and I know humor's a big thing for John as well. And if it's not a big thing for you, that's totally fine. But deal breaker wise, only depends on what your priorities are.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's important for me. I got a great girl too that has good humor. So
Yeah.
I like a girl that can give it back. Like, that's not, can't just take it when I make jokes,
yeah,
but can
the
like give it
rebuttal.
back. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, some banter.
Yeah,
Yeah, some flirtatious banter.
absolutely.
I dig it.
Well, I mean, we're just solving problems left and right.
Yeah,
But
obviously we are getting lots of questions, guys, and we have plenty more to get through, but we still want to hear from you. And our next episode is going to be a little bit different, so stay tuned. We're very excited for that. And yeah, comment, subscribe, like, share all of our stuff on YouTube, and you can follow us in multiple areas.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under Dating Pirates.
Yeah,
And
we're
just-
pretty easy to find, man.
And we're pretty easy just in general. And email us at datingpirates@gmail.com. I wanted to do a Tinder profile review. And then we also were planning something if we can get up to 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you do share this. We really want the show to grow. We need your content.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Yeah, we're so excited. Thank you guys again for tuning in, because we love it.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye!